Hey folks, welcome back, and thank you for joining me again in Pattaya this week. So this week I'm actually staying at the Nova Gold Hotel. I'll put a map up, show you where I am, but it's Pattaya Klang, Soi 12. I stayed at the KTK residence and hotel a few weeks ago, and it's the same sort of area. Well, in fact, it's actually just across the road. So yeah, and I really like the area. It is a bit of a walk into sort of Soi Buakhao and things, but it's not too bad. It's about a 10-minute stroll. Yeah, and I've had a few comments with people being surprised that I didn't know about this area. So yeah, I thought I'd try this one this week. So let's go and have a look at the Nova Gold. So I arrived about 12:30, a little bit before check-in. Check-in's 2 o'clock as normal. She let me in the room, £1,000 deposit, and she had a whole sort of presentation of things you're not allowed to do in the room, which included no durian, can't make the sheets too dirty, no smoking, normal things. Then just a copy of my passport. So I'm on the second floor. My room is just up. My room's just up here. Right, let's have a look at this room. So you've got your do not disturb makeup room and a light switch and your card slot. And then the air conditioning again is on a control panel rather than a remote control. And over this side you've got 3 wardrobes, so there's quite a lot of hanging space if you want to unpack. Safety box firmly attached down, and you can definitely get a laptop in that one. Laundry bag, an emergency torch, and that's just 4 shelves. Coffee, creamer. No tea bag, so you have got a kettle and things. Small fridge, which is actually running, it's on. And then sort of quite a low level, I suppose you put your suitcases up there, don't you? Small TV, it's actually connected. Yep. What's that, 32-inch Samsung probably? Yeah, 32-inch. A whole sort of channel guide, again as normal. We'll have a look at that, see if that pans out. And a desk and a chair, bit of a directory. We'll have a look round through that. And quite a large mirror, quite a big balcony. Yeah, so a nice large balcony, a couple of chairs and an ashtray and things. And again, you've got, it's not the worst view I've ever had. Not really sure what I'm looking onto. The question is, I suppose, do they own a rooster? I'll let you know in the morning. Then we've got various things, pencil, pad, telephone. Bed is what, I don't know, 6 foot, is it 2 singles? No, it's actually 1 piece, so it is actually a single 1 piece 6 foot mattress. And then another light and mirror over. Nice bit of wall art. It's quite a nice room actually, yeah. Oh, something down here as well, what's that? A cupboard which locks, but there's a gap in it for some reason. Yeah, so you could actually unpack here. Yeah, so it's a nice room, this. Let's do the long shot from here. This is the second floor, so obviously higher you go, I'm guessing it'd be a bit brighter. Right, let's have a look at the bed. Let's say 6 foot, single mattress. Yeah, it's quite a shallow mattress with just a protector on top. Fairly firm, I would say. Yeah, I would say that's a definite medium towards firm mattress. One of the continuous spring ones. But yeah, nice and clean. What are the pillows like? Oh, the pillows are soft. I would have thought it's probably going to be quite quiet here tonight, so. Yep, that looks quite nice. Right, let's do the blackout curtain test next. Right, so we'll try the blackout curtains. Nope, there's still another light on. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so it's now just gone 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I would say it's, you know, if you fiddle around with those curtains, it's going to be absolutely pitch dark in here. So yeah, it's going to be nice and quiet, and you could easily sleep in here during the daytime. Right, let's go and have a look at the ensuite. So again, nice big ensuite actually. Toilet, hose, bin, paper as normal. And you've got a sort of a triangular shaped shower. Hairdryer, shower cap, cotton buds, soap, and you know, the normal bar foam and hair wash, a couple of free waters. A very, very large tap, I would have thought. That's huge. Not the biggest of showers, but yeah, it is a rainfall and a handheld. Yeah, but that's not too bad. It's not splattering everywhere, and there is a door as well. Yeah, and that's pretty good as well. Right, so there's the room. So there's the room with no lights on whatsoever at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Right, let's go and have a look at the rest of the hotel. So you see the whole wall about Michael Jackson. This is the gym, the fitness room. Open 6 till 10. Then we've got a cross trainer, running machine, bikes, free weights, multi-gym thing, or a thing for your legs. Yeah, so it's quite an extensive gym actually. It hasn't got the air on in here, but I assume you can put it on somewhere. You could even weigh yourself. And the swimming pool's the same. It's quite a small swimming pool. .2 metres long. That's probably what, 20 metres, 15 at best. Mostly undercover. So my final thoughts on the Nova Gold Hotel. Well, every so often you sort of stumble across a hotel that's actually much better than you think it's going to be, and I think this is one of them. Yeah, when I first booked this, I kind of wasn't 100% sure. But yeah, I actually really like it. It's a nice room, super quiet. I mean, there was absolutely no noise whatsoever last night at all, apart from the rain and a few frogs. But other than that, there was no bar noise or traffic noise or anything. Yeah, and it's a super quiet room. Bed's on the firm side, but I slept really well. Air conditioning, you know, it's not blowing on you. It's running nice and quiet. The room is nice and modern and clean. You know, the shower works really well. You know, there's everything here. It's got quite a sizable gym. It's got a nice swimming pool. Yeah, and the location, the more I'm spending in this area, I feel the location's actually pretty good. When you come out of the hotel, if you turn right, I've actually just done a video on it, and if you turn right, you can actually walk down to Soi 6, and it's actually quite close. And then obviously if you go the other way, left, you go back to sort of Pattaya Klang, which is a bit of a walk. I mean, I did it last night, and it's 10 minutes to Pattaya Klang, and it was 18 minutes to the Golden Ferret, which is sort of not New Plaza, kind of Soi 7 area, if you know, if you want to go there. So you know, if you're able to walk and you enjoy a walk like I do, then it's really not a problem. And you can tell the area is sort of on the up. There's a new supermarket just been built. There's various sort of restaurants and sort of little places to eat sort of springing up around here. So anyway, back to the room. Went off on a bit of a tangent then. Yeah, so Wi-Fi wasn't great, if I'm honest. I put the speeds up. Yeah, Wi-Fi, I tried streaming some television and it wasn't good. And the TV's not great either here. They're the two sort of things. Yes, that was kind of my only issue really, because I wanted to watch you know, something on the BBC on my laptop, and it just wasn't. He wasn't able to stream it, so that's really about my only criticism with this one. So when I checked in, I arrived again about 12:30. Check-in, that wasn't a problem, and they let me straight in. There's limited parking underneath. They've only got about 4 or 5 parking spaces, so if you do have a car, you might be lucky if you get a space. Whether there's additional parking, there probably is somewhere. There always tends to be. So on check-in was £1,000 deposit, and that she does a presentation with a booklet, and it was like, you know, no smoking, no durian, you know, if you dirty your sheets too much, it's a fine of an extra cleaning, and I've never seen it before. It was quite amusing actually, of all these things that you can't do and you're going to get fined for. But you are allowed to guest. She said you can bring guests back, no problem. They just put their card, leave their card at sort of the reception. So there's no food options with. They don't do breakfast. There is a sort of an advert in the list. You can say you can go round to their sister hotel, which is sort of the Nova. Is it Nova Gold Residence round the corner? I think it was, or Nova Suites. I think it might be called, round the corner, and they do a buffet breakfast for $2.50. You could also go to the KTK. They do a buffet breakfast for $2.50. Or there's a Siam Lounge, I think their breakfast was like $1.50. So there's a few options around if you were looking for that kind of thing. So the price I paid for this one was 1,004 baht, room only. I did ask her if she did sort of special offers for sort of a month or 30 days, and they don't. You just book online and the price is the price. So I'm guessing for a month it's 30,000, which still is not too bad actually. I think it's actually quite a nice little hotel this. And it's quite a good find. Yeah, so let me know if you stayed here. Let me know what you think of it if you have stayed here. And I'll leave this one here and say thanks very much for watching, and bye for now.